I'm gonna be rich. It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Found in the Wild returns, plus update. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and it's been a while since I did a Found in the Wild. And I got this stuff piling up, and I wanted to talk to you about it, so we're gonna do that now. Plus, some of the stuff I didn't want the secretary to know that I had bought. So now, oh shit, she's gonna watch this video. Damn it. Anyway, first up, we got American Sniper from director Clint Eastwood, starring Bradley Cooper, and this is about, a true American sniper. It's a true story about an American sniper. That's why they called it American Sniper. One of these days, I'll sit down and review this movie in the next 2 or 3 years, and we'll talk about how the ending made me ugly cry, because they insert some real footage of some stuff, and it's fucking sad as shit. And if you watch this movie and say you didn't cry, you're a goddamn liar. And then, just to prove that I'm not, a male chauvinist pig, I picked up Bridesmaids. Yeah, just because I thought the Ghostbusters remake was god-awful mediocre, doesn't mean I didn't think this was, it's a decent comedy. I'd have to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a while since it came out. It was one of the last movies I remember renting from Blockbuster before they went out of business. Also, to prove I'm not such a male chauvinist pig, I picked up another chick flick, Fried Green Tomatoes, and it's got the chick from Weeds, whatever the hell her name is, but she is just, I don't know, somehow she seemed like she was cuter in Weeds. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if I've ever seen this movie, but I hear it's really, really, really good. So I'm, and I love Fried Green Tomatoes. So I'm all for checking out some chick flicks that I ain't never seen before, because, I'm a very open-minded person, okay? I just don't want to watch Terminator Dark Fate because, the trailers lead me to believe that it's fucking stupid. And after hearing the spoiler, it's fucking stupid, okay? I don't care who you are. If you like the movie, you're probably an asshole. But that's none of my business. Anyway, I picked this up from the Dollar Tree. I finally found a good movie at the Dollar Tree for $1. It's just a shame it's not on Blu-ray. And this has Mina Savari. I get her confused with Mina Savari. What's the other one's name? There's another one that's not her. It's also got a very peculiar name. But this movie's about this chick, right? You can see from the cover of the movie, she runs over this guy, and then just goes home and parks the car in the garage and, goes about her day. Just leaves him stuck in her window in the garage. I remember liking this movie. It's from Image Entertainment, and usually when it says Image Entertainment, chances are it's going to be good. These are the types of movies that I rented when Blockbuster was in business, okay? Because they had movies like this. There'd be all the blockbusters, and then there'd be this movie sitting there by itself. And nobody wanted to rent it because it was like, oh, I never heard of this movie. But then you rent these when you have the MVP pass, and you find out that shit, these independent movies are sometimes better than these fucking blockbusters, because Hollywood don't know how to make no goddamn movies anymore, okay? Out of the Furnace. Have you seen this movie? This is like an underrated, I've never heard anybody in the history of mankind talk about this movie, and it's got Christian Bale, Casey Affleck, and Woody Harrelson. So why the hell have you people never heard of this fucking movie? I don't know. It probably came out during a time when some other dumb shit came out and you went and watched that instead. I don't know. But this is about an underground fighting ring Casey Affleck's involved in. And Christian Bale had an accident and had to go off to prison for a couple years. And he comes home and he's trying to get his brother out of this fucking bullshit. And it's just, it's pretty awesome movie. And one of these days, within the next 2 or 3 years, I'll sit down and I'll watch that. Another one. Dallas Buyers Club, one of the best performances from Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey I've ever seen. I don't know if this won the Oscar or not, but it damn sure should have won something, because this is a hell of a fucking movie. It's not so much rewatchable, but goddamn it, it's worth owning, because, you know, it's nice to go back and watch some true stories every once in a while. Just, you know, whatever. I have no idea. Now, this movie I haven't seen since Dan Barry Dollar Saver Cinemas, and I remember the one thing about it is I was watching the movie. It's about these football players, right? And I'm pretty sure there's a girl giving some dude a blowjob at a party in this movie, and they show the entire thing, and it makes you wonder why it's not in Cseventeen. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a Mandela effect. But I'm pretty damn sure there's some full-on fellatio in this damn movie, and it's uncensored, and I thought that was peculiar, because, I don't know, it's just, I mean, it kind of just happens in a flash, but it's like something you don't, like, what? And I don't really remember watching it since the theater, so I don't know, I might just be crazy. If you know or remember, leave a comment in the comment section down below, or am I crazy? All right, then I picked up Super with Rainn Wilson. You remember Rainn Wilson, don't you, from The Office? And this movie's basically Kick-Ass, but more of a cult-type Kick-Ass. Like, it was underground. Nobody really knew about it. It's actually kind of, well, it's not really super expensive, but it's not as easy to find as you would think. You know, even though I just walked into Goodwill and there it happened to be for $3. It's like $20 online, but yeah, it's not a bad super hero-ish type movie. Basically, he gets fed up with the way things are, and he puts on a costume and goes around and starts beating people with a billy club. And then I went up there. I got the animated Beauty and the Beast, but it's one of my friend's copies that he let his children destroy. It's just the Blu-ray. It's missing like the special features disc and the DVD, and I had it up at Goodwill for $3, and I passed it up, and I came home, and when I went back up there, they didn't have it. Fucking bullshit. Because I'm getting ready to dive into the Disney. I don't know if I told you that here. We'll talk about that after the video. But I picked up Watchmen, the complete comic motion comic. The complete comic motion comic. I really enjoy the Watchmen movie directed by Zack Snyder. Sure, it's a long-ass movie. Sure, there's some kind of unnecessary extended scenes and whatnot. But the movie is absolutely gorgeous to look at. So I figure the graphic novel will be absolutely gorgeous to look at, especially on Blu-ray. So I picked that up. Actually, now that I think about it, make sure that motherfucker's in there. Okay, good. And then, because I passed this up a couple weeks ago, I wasn't going to pass it up again. That's Stephen King's The Miniseries of The Shining. And then it also comes with this, but I got this on Blu-ray, so that's obsolete. I don't need that. But I needed this because I forgot this existed. It's got Rob Lowe, Rutger Hauer, and Donald Sutherland. So it has to be almost as good as the original. I mean, it probably isn't as good as the original, but, it might be. I mean, it's got Rob Lowe. If he takes his shirt off, it's got half a chance of being better than the original, because they didn't have shirtless Rob Lowe in the original. But the main reason I bought this was for Stephen King's The Shining miniseries. Now, I don't remember liking it as much as Stanley Kubrick, but then again, I've never read the book, okay? I did not like the kid in this version. I thought he was too much of a wet lipper. His lips were constantly wet, like he was fucking drooling or something, even though Danny Torrance was drooling in the original Shining. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I remember the lady in the bathtub for some reason. Not that the one from the original Stanley Kubrick isn't the scariest shit ever put on a fucking movie screen. But for some reason, I distinctively remember the lady in the bathtub from this miniseries giving me the most vivid fucking nightmares I've ever had in my goddamn life. And I watched it on a black and white TV. Because this was back in like 1990 something. And sure, we had the colored TVs out in the living room. But me and my sister, we had black and white TVs. Little 19-inch black and white TVs in our bedrooms. And I remember watching it at like 10 o'clock at night when I was supposed to be going to sleep. But I wasn't. And for some reason, I don't know. It gave me nightmares. And the fucked up thing is, people always talk about they dream in black and white. I've never had a black and white dream. And I dreamt the correct color of her when I had the nightmares. Anyway, don't worry about none of that. This Friday, I don't know if it's going to come out Friday or Saturday. I'm trying to take it easy because I just did 31 days of horror, so you're going to have to excuse me. I got the Death Nut Challenge. I'm going to do it, okay? I'm waiting for this fucking asshole to hurry up and get him a Death Nut Challenge 2.0 so that we could do it together, because I figured it'd be more entertaining to have me and somebody else that are both sitting there suffering together. But if he doesn't hurry the fuck up, I'm just going to do it by myself. Also, Maximus, Christopher Bryant, you might remember him. He's the big gingerly headed fuck. He's coming over. We're going to start out with the very first animated Disney film ever brought to theaters, which is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We're going to start with that. Also, here before long, this asshole at my work will not fucking leave me alone about watching Back to the Future and talking about one of the greatest fucking trilogies to ever grace the silver screen. So we're going to do that, all right? But I'm kind of taking it easy for like a couple days because I still have a fucking double ear infection. Can you believe it? Now both of these motherfuckers are infected. And if it sounds like I'm shouting, it's because I can't fucking hear anything out of my left ear. Anyway, make sure you let me know your thoughts on all these movies by leaving a fucking comment. And then you can click the fucking like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that YouTube will notice that, hey, this guy might be onto something. And then you can follow me on the social media. Maybe I don't fucking know. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I figure since I got over 1,000 subscribers now, I better start putting my nose to the grindstone and up the quality. But I'm fucking lazy.